Hi guys, it's Miss Lamb from Corporate Landing Middle School.
And I'm Mr. Lamb from Larkspur Middle School, and today we're going to talk about order of operation.
All right, here's one of the cool things while he's getting us ready. Our learning target, I'll jump in and tell you that in a minute. I can use the order of operations and apply the properties of real numbers to simplify numerical expressions. But the exciting part is we're going to really practice using something called the Desmos Calculator on this, and that will simplify some of our really harder problems.
Just remember, because you're pre-algebra students, you can always use the Desmos Calculator. Now, we kind of wouldn't mind if when you're practicing, you do a few of them, like using the calculator to do like a step by step, rather than just plug the whole thing in and get your answer.
Yes.
Because we want you to know how to do it, but when you get to a really difficult one, we'll show you how you can just plug it into the calculator and it will give you the answer.
Yeah, sorry, that's really what I meant to say. He said it better. All right, so there's two different things, Pemdas and something called GEMDAS. Pemdas is the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And that stands for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. The only thing is, and the thing you gotta know is multiplication and division, it's kind of like mom and dad. They both have the same powers. And when you're going to ask them if you can go to the movies, you kind of run in the house and you say, oh, I found dad first, I'll ask him, or I found mom first. So these go together, all right?
They're equals when it comes to math.
Right. And adding and subtracting, they're the weakest link. Multiplying also has a bunch of different symbols. We really don't use the X anymore, especially pre-algebra, okay? We use the star, the floating dot, we use parentheses, like 3, or that's a 2. Times a -3, that would be multiplication. And then division uses the fraction bar, the typical division sign, and it uses the diagonal. So just be aware of that. You're not going to see those very often.
You're definitely not going to see the X very often, because the X is going to become a variable.
Right.
And once you understand variables, you'll understand why we
That's the algebra part of pre-algebra.
Okay,
right?
so let's take a look a little bit.
Ooh, you're going to do gems.
I know where to go.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Let me get back to where I was.
Okay.
I guess I touched the wrong thing.
Yeah, you decided to go to another.
There we go.
Okay.
See, sometimes things don't go right, but you just gotta push through.
Keep going.
So this is GEMDAS. We use the G because now that you're in pre-algebra, we don't use just parentheses, right? So this G stands for, you're not doing things right. G stands for grouping. So we use different grouping symbols. Like this is a grouping symbol you've always seen.
Parentheses.
Right, parentheses.
First.
Well, now we also use brackets. Parentheses are usually used for like a single operation, and then brackets go around multiple operations.
Something like that, where you have several things inside.
Which means now, one thing to think about is you still follow the order of operation inside your grouping, so you would do this first, and then you would do that.
Right.
But we also use kind of a funny looking face, another grouping symbol, okay? And then the last grouping symbol I'm going to write down here, so just ignore this. We use something like this, because this tells you you got to do everything that's on top and then do everything that's on the bottom before you can do the division. And because this is division, so even though this is subtraction and addition, because it's all on there together, that's another type of grouping symbol.
So what I always recommend if you're writing it out is put your own parentheses here. Just focus.
It tells you got to do it all before you do any of it.
All right, let's do some problems.
Okay, let's do some.
We got some places to go, math to do.
Okay, we're going to start out pretty simple. I'll do the pretty simple one because I like simple.
Correct.
And I guess I need to, you need to. She loves, every time we do this, to write down the directions of how you do them. That way you just don't forget that you're doing an order of operation problem. By the way, every problem you ever do is an order of operation problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We
Groupings.
have a grouping symbol, 4 plus 1. So we're going to do that first. So we're going to do 4 plus 1 is 5. Then we're not going to forget the exponent. And then we're going to write this one down because, we don't want to forget about it. So now I've done my grouping symbol. Now I move on to exponents. Well, I have two different exponents. I might as well do them both. 5 squared, we know, 25, because squared means the number times itself. And then, 3 to the 4th.
We can work this out.
Okay, why don't we use the...
No.
You don't want to? Okay.
No, because we have something else on it that we're holding for them.
Yes.
So 3 to the 4th is the same as 3 squared plus 3 squared. Well, basically it's this. So what's 3 times 3?
9.
What's 3 times 3?
9.
What's 9 times 9?
81.
What's 3 to the 4th?
Oh, 81.
Plus 81.
So plus 81.
We have a secret for you in a minute,
So
problem.
this really should have been with another line there. Right? Because it's multiplication. 3 squared, it's 3 squared times 3 squared. 9 times 9, 81.
We'll argue about that math in a few minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess we
Add
will.
those up. Add those
Okay,
up.
so 25 plus 81, that looks to me like 106.
And then circle that final answer.
Oh, please circle your final. And notice, we showed our work.
Yeah.
Always good to show your work.
No, not always good, always required.
Oh,
No work.
Change that. Always required.
No work, no credit. No
She
credit.
does no work, no credit.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
sorry.
let's move on.
We got another one.
Your turn.
My turn. I'm gonna do
Permission.
permission. GEMDAS. So our groupings would be like these. And I'm looking over here. I do see those parentheses, but then I see this big thing, and I know that I need to group that together.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to do 2 plus, and then my line. Up here, I see, something I can do easily, but I see the parentheses, so I have to do that first. So I'm going to do 17 minus 2. And down here, here's my really big thing that I need to do because it's in parentheses, so that's 15 divided by 3. I didn't need that big line, did I? Woo! All right, 2 plus now 7. Okay.
I guess we should do the division next.
Yeah, division
Okay.
next. So that's the 5, and then 17 minus 2. And
You might have to jump over to give yourself enough room.
I break big. 2 plus 15 over 5 because I did this. That addition or
Yep.
subtraction first.
Subtraction first,
And
even though the division's there because that group
because that's
said
still a
you
group.
had to.
And then 15 divided, oh my gosh, this is so easy. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 2 plus 3 is
5.
There we go. So
Excellent.
a really hard-looking problem with a really simple answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to go
Last
on to
one.
what we think is kind of a harder problem, but we're going to show you kind of another way to do it. So here we have a problem.
Wow.
It's got negative numbers, we're multiplying, we're subtracting a negative and a negative, we have parentheses and brackets, and we got lots of stuff.
Are we going to do?
I don't want to do this one.
Okay. Well,
Can we use the Desmos Calculator?
let's try the Desmos on this
Okay,
one.
I think I'm going to have to step over here to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so keep them entertained for a minute.
Let's see. Awkward silence. I'm sorry.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
So,
He's so fast.
here we go. So here's the Desmos Calculator. We cheated. We put it in. Well, it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
We went ahead and put it in beforehand.
Yeah.
So here's the exact same problem. 35 plus parentheses, 13 plus 3 times parentheses, negative 7 minus 12, blah, blah, blah. Well, I could have done this. It would have taken about 6 or 7 steps. But I put it in the Desmos Calculator, and look, it provides you the answer. Now, we only want you to do that when you're comfortable
With
doing
Pemdas, yeah,
Pemdas or GEMDAS. Okay? We don't want you to start out doing that because, mom walks in and says, "What are you doing?" You go, "I'm doing my order of operation homework." And she goes, "Then get rid of that calculator.
Yeah.
Prove to me you can do it." And you're going to go, "I can't do it without the calculator." So we really want you to do some with, and then we also want you to practice some without, because on your test, you will have a calculator to use.
And I'm also going to show you, Mr. Lamb started and put it in from this main screen, but if you go to the ABC screen, we have the brackets here. So we kind of did this on purpose, so we showed you with 2 sets of
Parentheses, because it will work with
It
parentheses.
will, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back 1. Oops, nope. How do I? Okay, I just want to go back 1. No. It's not going to let me. It's not going to let
Well,
me.
you could just, you want to replace those?
Would you replace those with me on the
I can do
computer
that.
over there? So yeah, replace that one and the very last one with those brackets, with those.
Okay,
brackets.
I can do that.
So what I'm showing you while he's typing is, we have the curvy parentheses on the second page as well as the brackets. What we don't have in this particular calculator is those, what my husband likes to call the faces. We don't have those. That's a little bit higher level math, and you won't need them usually this year. One element list.
Yeah, just forget that and just do it the way I showed you the first time.
Oh, is
Use
it
just parentheses?
Is it just messing?
Because I don't
messing
think
it
they recognize those brackets as being
Oh.
math.
Oh, they're not.
I think that's why it doesn't work that way.
Oh, okay. Well.
So boom, back to -10.
All right. Well, good to know about that Desmos Calculator. All right, back to our video, and we're gonna wrap it on up. Present.
And here we go.
Yeah.
Boom. So, if you're confused, guess what? There's another video. There always is another video. Of course, we won't be in it, but
No.
you have another video.
Won't have the awesomeness.
Okay, so you can watch that if you need it. Doubt you need it. I'm sure by now you know I can use that calculator. If that's the case, just go do your practice.
All right. have a
Until
great
next
night.
time, have a great one.
And
Bye.
bye.